Hey y'all, Rick, Fearless, Strokers Dallas, Strokers Ice House, Punch Wally Garage, Fearless Services. Good morning. How you doing, all right? Today is Tuesday, May the 20th, 2025, year of our Lord. Season number 3, episode number 140. In today's show, we are going to talk about the curious case of Bill Hines. Let's go. In My Life, the 365 Project, coming to you almost live from almost downtown Dallas in the powerful CHUMP studio. Today's show is brought to you by Reliable Diamond Tool, that's ready2.com, REDITOO.com. Check them out for concrete and masonry working tools. Also brought to you by Simpson Motorcycle Helmets. If you've got a $100 head, you should wear a $100 helmet. But if your head is priceless, like mine, you should wear a Simpson. They are the best. We are a dealer. StrokersDallasMerch.com. Spire, S-P-I-R-E, ConstructionInc.com. They are a full-scale residential general contractor. They can do anything from your roof to your floor to your heating and your air conditioning. Remodel your kitchen, your bathroom, what you want. SpireConstructionInc.com. My son-in-law Elliot owns the company. Tell him I sent you. Maverick Harley-Davidson, Longhorn Harley-Davidson, the official Harley-Davidson dealers of Strokers Dallas and Strokers Ice House. Check those fine folks out. But right now, let's turn off the news. Let's me and you take a stroll down memory lane. Today, the Mr. Peabody Wayback Machine goes back to 1973. In 1973, my mom was married to a guy by the name of Bill Hines. Bill Hines was the manager at a place called Briggs Weaver, which was down here on Harry Hines. Mom worked there, and I think she was his secretary. Well, they wound up getting married. And Bill Hines was one of those guys. He was so much different than our pop. When he came home from work, he put on his house shoes. He put on a robe, and he had a martini. And he would drink those martinis. He was very educated, very smart. And he was just a different kind of guy than we knew before. When we graduated high school in 75, Mom was married to him. And then a year or so later, they moved to Freeport, I believe, down on the coast. And Mom called me one day and said, I'm coming home. And I said, you coming home? She said, yeah, and Bill ain't coming with me. I said, what are you talking about, Mom? She said, he's gone. And I said, oh, I'm sorry, Ma. She said, no, he's gone. I said, he's dead? And she said, we don't know. He's gone. So the guy just disappeared. They found his car at the airport. And they discovered that he had embezzled a couple of $1 million from Briggs Weaver, which was a lot more money back in the 70s. He had embezzled a couple of $1 million and had a company car, and they found it at the airport, and nobody ever seen or heard from him again. My mom had to declare him legally dead to get a divorce. Far as I know, nobody ever found the guy. He's like that D.B. Cooper. He just was gone. I want to give a shout out to Bob Young. Bob lives in Henderson, Nevada, and I FaceTimed him last year, and I FaceTimed him this year. His beautiful daughter and her good friend work for the, I think they work for the PBR, the Professional Rodeo Bull Riders, whatever it's called. And so they come in, and Bob's a big fan. And so I FaceTimed him last year, and she came in again on Sunday, and she said, "You remember me?" And I said, "Yeah." I didn't. "Yeah." She said, "We FaceTimed my dad." And I said, "Oh, yeah, I do remember that." So we FaceTimed him again. He was very excited to talk to me. I was excited to talk to him. And his daughter and her good friend were so nice. They're very, very nice people. And I look forward to FaceTiming them, FaceTiming Bob, and seeing his pretty daughter and her good friend next year. Also, let's check the truck. Check that truck, you big ol'. Uh-oh, your dogs are barking again. I ain't kidding. I'm not kidding. I've been having some feet problems, so I'm wearing these for a few days to try to get back on track. They're called Hokas. They're very comfortable. These are kind of the Hoka hiking boots, and I really like them. So, also yesterday, my good friend Tom Murdoch and his wife Kelly came by. He brought me a pack of Harley Davidson cigarettes. I probably won't smoke them since I don't smoke. And he brought me this box. It's never been opened. And when I looked at the bottom of it, this is a collector tin, contains 5-ounce Twizzlers, licorice twists. I wonder if it says what year it's from, 1999. So thank you, Tom Murdoch. He is a childhood friend that my brother and I grew up with. Tom's one of the good ones. He's a good man with a good wife. So that was Check the Office, okay? What was Grandma Goldie doing 76 years ago today, May the 20th, 1949 was a Friday. Grandma wrote, "I washed today, then we all went fishing." It was a pretty day. Okay? Went fishing on a Friday. You know, we used to fish a lot with our grandpa and our grandma. And once Grandpa died, I probably went fishing a couple of times after that, but it's not the same. So what I've told my brother forever is, you know, when it's my turn to go and I'm on my deathbed, I'm going to tell my brother, I'm going to say, "I'm going fishing with Grandpa tomorrow, but you can't go. When it's your turn to go fishing with me and Grandpa, we'll be waiting on you." That's when I'll go fishing again right there. Dad joke, what do you call a sad cup of coffee? Depresso. Get off the couch, a motivational minute. Be grateful for those that love you. That's a luxury that a lot of people don't have. They don't have people that love them. That's pretty sad. Everybody should have somebody that loves them, and everybody should love somebody. Work on that, will you? Today is Tuesday, so we have Kenny Chavez and the boys doing a Tuesday night jam. That's always a good time. They put on a good show and play some good music. Or as Kenny likes to say, he makes music with his friends. That's a wonderful thing, and you get to be part of it. So thanks to Bob Young. Thanks to Tom and Kelly Murdoch. Thank you for listening and supporting the show. If you want to buy something from me online, Strokers Dallas Merch, MERCH.com. All right, I got to go. I got Tuesday things to do. Sure did rain here last night. Love you, Alice. Bye.